What if two of the world's most talked about exes, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, weren't as done as everyone believed? What if that one unexpected sighting in Miami was more than just coincidence, but the beginning of a brand new chapter in a story that never truly ended? On a humid Miami night, beneath flashing lights and whispers that moved faster than the music, Kendall Jenner and her ex, Bad Bunny, were seen together, sending fans, paparazzi, and insiders into a frenzy. The air was thick with speculation, the city alive with curiosity. What really happened that night in Miami? And why did these two, once the most unexpected couple in Hollywood, reunite when the world least expected it? It was a Thursday evening, the kind Miami does best. Ocean breeze, champagne glasses clinking, and a skyline glowing like a fever dream. The paparazzi didn't plan for this. Nobody did. Kendall Jenner had landed in Miami for what was supposed to be a quiet weekend, or so her team claimed. Rumors swirled that she was attending a private fashion event, but insiders whispered something different. That Bad Bunny, her ex-boyfriend, was also in town for a music shoot. And then, like fate's cruel trick, they were spotted together. The scene unfolded at a luxury restaurant tucked away in the heart of South Beach. Low lighting, Latin beats pulsing in the background, and a familiar silhouette captured through tinted glass. It was Kendall poised, calm, and effortlessly elegant in a white slip dress. Minutes later, Bad Bunny arrived, head down, hoodie up, but unmistakably him. The flash of cameras caught them both as they exchanged a look. Just one, but it was enough to reignite a million questions. Were Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny back together? Or was Miami simply too small to hide old chemistry? Witnesses described the energy as charged. One diner said, you could tell they weren't strangers. It wasn't awkward, it was intense. Another added, they were laughing softly, like only people with history can. And yet neither seemed to want to be seen. Kendall, usually composed under pressure, kept her gaze low. Bad Bunny, famously private despite his global fame, avoided eye contact with anyone but her. To understand why this Miami sighting shook the internet, we have to go back to the beginning of their story. Kendall Jenner, the supermodel known for her calm, mystery, and runway dominance. Bad Bunny, the Puerto Rican superstar redefining music and masculinity. When they were first linked in early 2023, the world was stunned. Their pairing was unexpected. The quiet fashion icon and the loud, unapologetically bold regaton rebel. But somehow, it worked. For months, Kendall and Bad Bunny were inseparable. From courtside NBA appearances to Met Gala after-parties, they became one of pop culture's most watched couples. But behind the glamour, insiders revealed a different story. Their schedules clashed, their lifestyles collided. Kendall, devoted to structure and calm, lived in LA's quiet canyons. Bad Bunny thrived in chaos, studio sessions until dawn, spontaneous travel, a world that moved too fast to plan. Still, there was something magnetic between them. He admired her independence. She admired his fire. Yet, by late 2023, cracks began to show. When news broke that Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny had officially split, the internet exploded with mixed reactions. Fans of both were divided, some heartbroken, others relieved. But Kendall never publicly addressed it. Bad Bunny stayed silent too, though many pointed out the lyrical clues in his music that hinted at heartbreak. One line from his song caught particular attention. I lost an angel who didn't like the noise. Listeners knew exactly who he meant. Months passed. Kendall was seen focusing on her brand, 818 Tequila, and her modeling ventures. Bad Bunny toured across continents, his performances more emotional than ever. It seemed like they'd moved on until Miami. That night, after the restaurant sighting, reports emerged that Kendall and Bad Bunny were later seen leaving separately, but heading in the same direction. Some claimed they ended up at a private penthouse event near No photos from that location surfaced, but the whispers grew louder. Was this a secret meeting? A reconciliation? Or simply two exes crossing paths in a city too small for coincidence? Social media erupted within hours. One fan tweeted, Kendall and Bad Bunny seen together in Miami. I'm shaking. Another wrote, if they're back, the world just healed a little. Within 24 hours, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny trended globally. Even celebrity gossip insiders couldn't resist the intrigue. Was this nostalgia, closure, or something deeper? Sources close to Kendall described her as in a reflective space lately, not rushing into anything, but also not closing doors. As one insider put it, Kendall's always been private about her feelings, but Bad Bunny was special. She doesn't just meet up with exes casually. Meanwhile, Bad Bunny, who'd just wrapped a series of Miami studio sessions, was said to be in a good mood, relaxed, and open to whatever comes next. And yet, nothing about their reunion seemed planned. Their Miami sighting felt too raw, too unguarded. There was no PR gloss, no paparazzi staging, just two people sharing a quiet moment in a city that never sleeps. The timing, however, raised eyebrows. With both of them recently single and rumors swirling about potential new projects, was this encounter purely personal? Or was it something the world wasn't meant to see just yet? Observers who followed their story from the beginning see this Miami moment as poetic. Their relationship began with mystery, thrived in passion, and ended in silence. And now, months later, that silence was broken, not by words, but by presence, by being seen together again. For Kendall, being seen is both her gift and her curse. As part of one of the most famous families on earth, every move is dissected, every glance analyzed. For Bad Bunny, fame has always been a double-edged sword, adored by millions, but constantly pursued by cameras. Together, they've always struggled to keep something real beneath the chaos. Miami may have exposed them again, but it also reminded the world of their undeniable connection. Those close to the pair recall that even after their breakup, there was no animosity. One friend noted, they never stopped respecting each other. They just needed space. Another added, sometimes love doesn't end, it just pauses. As the night in Miami continued, both Kendall and Bad Bunny slipped into separate vehicles. She went back to her hotel, escorted by security. He disappeared into the Miami streets, his team trailing behind. Yet, what lingered was not the sight of them leaving, but the image of them together. One smile, one shared glance, and the world couldn't look away. By the following morning, every entertainment outlet had picked up the story. Headlines blared. Kendall Jenner and ex-Bad Bunny seen together in Miami. What does it mean? Tabloids analyzed body language, outfits, even the length of their eye contact. But to those who truly watched, the meaning was simpler to people finding a brief, fragile connection in a place that once felt familiar. Because beneath the fame, beneath the flashing cameras, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny remind us that even celebrities crave closure, understanding, and maybe, just maybe, one more chance in the days that followed. Kendall was photographed boarding a private jet out of Miami. Her expression was unreadable. Bad Bunny remained in the city, spotted later with friends, laughing, relaxed. Neither addressed the reunion publicly, but silence, in their world, speaks volumes. Insiders hinted that the Miami meeting might not be their last. Rumors suggest the two are rebuilding communication, though neither camp has confirmed it. Still, fans cling to hope. The story of Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny has never been conventional, and maybe it's not over yet. Months of speculation, countless headlines. And one quiet night in Miami reignited a global fascination. Because sometimes the most powerful stories don't unfold on camera, they happen in the in-between moments. Behind tinted glass, in whispered laughter, under dim lights. And so, as the Miami skyline fades into dawn, one question lingers: was this a rekindled flame? Or just two people saying goodbye one last time? In a world where love stories are written in headlines and erased by rumors, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny remain the exception. Mysterious, magnetic, and beautifully unpredictable. What started as a secret dinner sighting in Miami has become a modern tale of fame, timing, and the bittersweet truth that sometimes endings don't stay final, because maybe, just maybe, this isn't the end of Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny. Maybe Miami was the beginning again.